Welcome back to another first impression. This time for the anime. You can't be in a rom-com with your childhood friends. Synopsis on any list. Ayu, a high school boy, has a problem. Two childhood friends, Shio and Akari, who go to the same high school, are too cute. If they find out that I'm the only one looking sexually at them now that they have grown up, even though I have no intention of doing so, that would be too much. On the other hand, the two childhood friends also have their own secrets. It's so awkward. It's complicated, but childhood friends are the best. A sweet and impatient love triangle love comedy where you can't be honest. Those are always my favorite, where people can't be honest. Now we have Ayu. Guess who that is? Yes, it's a guy, naturally. We have Shio and Akari. Now, Akari is the orange-haired girl and Shio is the blue-haired girl. Now, all three of them are childhood friends. And Shio and Akari, they like the boy and he likes rom-coms. Especially he likes childhood rom-coms. So we have this situation where the two girls, especially Shio tries very hard to get Ayu to see her as a potential love interest because she likes him. And Akari also likes Ayu, but she is the typical tsundere type who cannot be honest and is always trying to downplay that, calling it gross, calling him stupid, this kind of character. Now, in the first three episodes, we don't get introduced to either the brown-haired or the purple-haired girl. Only those two childhood friends who go to the same school. And the joke is always whenever they try or they get closer, it's something happens and he goes, yeah, you can't be in a rom-com with childhood friends. Now, quite honest, this joke I feel like is wearing down quite a, or is getting worn down quite a bit. It is used too much in those three episodes already. Now, I do like that first episode is mostly about Shio. Second episode, we get Akari into the mix. And even in those three first episodes, we don't really get introduced to the other two girls, which means we have a little bit of time to see how the interaction is between him and the two childhood friends. Again, Akari is a typical tsundere, and Shio is trying really hard to get him on to look in her direction. She is very clingy. It's insane. She even is doing like the rom-com stuff. One scene at the very beginning, she's like falling down by grabbing his arm, and he naturally is falling on top of her, and she's actively pressing his head into her breast, which is like, how many signs do you need? And he's naturally like, oh, maybe it is okay. Maybe it is okay to see her as a love interest instead of like a part of the family. Maybe it is okay. And then she's saying something that he takes as, oh, she's not interested. It's all just a joke, or it's a play along, or whatever. It's like she's planting like 100 green flags where it's like, hey, you can make a move. Let's try to be together. And one yellow flag, maybe even a red flag, and he's clinging to that instead of looking at all the yes signs. He's seeing one no sign, and it's a no for him. And he does not pursue it any further, which is a little bit weird. There is also some fan service in the show, just FYI. I personally do not like these kinds of stories where it's especially in this case where Shio is doing nearly everything but not asking him or telling him she likes him. I mean, she's intruding on him while he's sleeping. I mean, she's reading his romance novels that he likes and is trying to keep secret. She is even cuddling in his bed with him or sleeping in the morning, not through the night, but she's intruding in the morning. So she's waking him up, quotation. She's doing a lot. She's clinging to him. She's trying all these rom-com situations. But just tell him you like him. It's that easy. I feel like. You are going far beyond other stuff, so it shouldn't be that embarrassing to just tell him you like him. I don't know how the other two characters are. I'm assuming from what I can see and I can envision that as soon as the other two characters get involved, that the dynamic may change and stuff may happen. But it could also be that we are just going to be in this gray zone where he's just going to be like, yeah, I can't be in a romantic relationship with you, so we are going to be in this edging part of the relationship, which is like, don't really like that too much in these kinds of shows at all. Otherwise, I mean, it's fine. The main character, he is seemingly, sometimes he sees the character as the childhood friends as a potential partner, but then he's always like conflicted because they are childhood friends, they are somewhat part family, but also not really related. So he's always between that, and it doesn't help that the girls are giving mixed signals. I mean, they give positive signals, but what they verbalize is mostly negative. And this is how this plays. You know how this is. This is one of those romances. If you want a good romance where stuff is happening, development, this is probably not the show. If you want to be edged and teased and you want a little bit fan service, then this is probably the show you want to go for. Shio herself, she seems like the nice girl. She is very aggressive. I do like that she's very aggressive in trying to get him to look her way. I do appreciate that. I would have liked it more if you were like telling him you love him. That would be like the cherry on top. Because if then he's like not able to see it, then I mean, he's stupid. So I feel like you know what you get with this kind of show. Now, ratings, 62% on AniList, and my anime list had 6.5. For me, this would be like a 6 out of 10 at the moment. It's like meh, because the joke already is not working anymore for me. It's overdone in those 3 episodes already. I don't see there being any progress in the future. I may be wrong. I am assuming from what I see that maybe the purple hair girl is going to be even more aggressive, which may change the dynamic. I have no read on the sporty kind of girl, the short-haired girl. But so far it's like, it's meh. It's neither a good romance nor a solid comedy for me, so